Hello, everybody. We're here, second day of E3. I am again Yuri, and I'm here with the whole crew. Director of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Kaname Fujioka, and producer Ryozo Tsujimoto, and helping us again, David Chrislip.
Good morning.
Good morning. So yeah, another exciting day. We're gonna try out do some multiplayer quests today again. How you guys doing on the chat? Yeah, hello. Everybody there. Okay, so we're officially live. Let's go into a quest.
じゃあ早速スタートしましょうか。
じゃあ早速今日もプレイしようと思うんですけど、じゃあもう一回鉄かぶらで、前の武器ですねをどのようになってるかっていうのを見せたいので、片手剣。
Okay. We're going to get started here, and we are going to fight against the Tetsukabra, and we're going to show you what some of the weapons you are familiar with, how they've been changed and altered in this new version. So we're going to go with the sword and shield here.
Okay. Should I pick anything in particular?
You do know Buki on any so
Sochuku.
Okay. So here he's got the insect glaive. Are there a lot of sword and shield players out there? Anyone have that weapon as their preferred? 多少ラグがあるみたいですね。
よし、行ってみましょう。じゃあ片手剣ね。
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Sword and shield and insect glaive.
今回の片手剣も 3U から比べてちょっとね、段差とか使えてそこの行動が出てるので、これをお見せしますね。
Okay, so even though you might think you're familiar with the sword and shield, there are some changes, of course, for you. Now that there are gameplay elements linked with elevation in the environment, you're going to see some things you are not able to do in 3U, for instance.
じゃあちょっと見せましょうか。はい。
So here we
じゃあ
go.
説明しながらで、はい。
So one of the big changes here, you can see Mr. Fujioka jumping back and forth over this elevation change. He's doing that simply by running into it. Doesn't need to issue a command or anything to execute that. And since you can jump off the edge there, you can also do a jump attack, which you couldn't do before because there was no jump.
大丈夫？
Okay.
この同時押しすることで突進切りっていうアクションが増えてますという感じですね。
So if here's some new actions you can do by charging forward here.
で先ほどジャンプ攻撃っていう、段差を使ったジャンプ攻撃っていう説明したんですけど、これを段差に向かって行うことで片手剣はこう、下からも上からもジャンプ攻撃が出せる。
Cool thing here, we showed you the jump attack going down off of the ledge here. You can also do on going upward. As you change elevations there, kind of an uppercut type motion.
こういった段差周りでのアクションが非常に片手剣は追加されているので、どこからでもジャンプ攻撃を狙っていけるっていうのが大きな特徴になっています。
So there's obviously a lot more stuff you can do with this weapon and all weapons that you couldn't do before. It's going to be up to you to figure out the best time and place to use these jump attacks. It's going to become a very strategic element to the game.
そうですね。これですね。このため切りみたいなのも増えてますね。
So these kind of charge attacks here are also have been increased in number.
今まで以上にアグレッシブに、攻めることができるので、ちょっとそれを実際使って鉄かぶら行ってみます。
So you can be a lot more aggressive with this weapon in particular. So we're going to go head off to find the Tetsukabra and show you what we can do.
All right.
モンスターとかの駆け引きでいうと、攻撃しながらちょっとモンスターが攻撃してきそうだなと思ったらさっきみたいなバックステップで1回距離を取って攻撃終わった後にアタックみたいなのもやっぱりできるので、これいろいろ使い分けができると。
There's a lot of different things you can do here with this weapon. One useful method is keeping an eye on the enemy. If it looks like they're about to attack you, you can jump and take a step back. You immediately go in for an attack following that.
で今こうやって壁に登ってカメラを使えると。
Mr. Fujioka here is now climbing on the wall. A lot more freedom of movement in this version.
ここからもジャンプできるんでね。
And you can also jump from the wall, jump attack.
でジャンプで攻撃で、当てると、こういうふうに乗り状態になることがあって、で乗り状態の攻防はモンスターが暴れているときは耐える、おとなしいときに攻撃する。
A successful jump attack can lead to this state of you riding on top of the monster, and then it just becomes kind of a back and forth when the monster is calm and not swinging back and forth like a bucking bronco. You can attack. When it begins to thrash around, then you need to hang on.
ナイス。ああいうふうにね、大きなダウン乗り状態が立ったらできるので、そこに合わせてワンなんかね、さっき見た爆弾を置いたりとかするので、効率がいい、効果的。
So they just did what was a really good idea for a combo attack there, where the little character mounted the monster, then the other set a trap shortly thereafter.
そう、うまい。
There's a bounce, actually.
今のもこの段差のところから突進の片手剣の、ジャンプ攻撃で当てて乗り状態に。
So you saw here exactly what we were talking about, where he utilized the difference in elevation there to execute a jump attack, jump right on top of the back of the monster.
でこのプレイヤーネーム、プレイヤー1から2とか書いてますけど、当然これ自分で名前つけれますけど、今回体験のロムなのでこういうふうにしてイベントロムで。
And you can see the player 1 and player 2 monikers over the characters' heads there. Of course, you can put your own name in the actual game, but because it's the demo, we've done that. Player 2, of course, is Yuri.
爆弾を置いて、
So there's a bomb ready there.
でよ。
A couple.
でいい。おー、ナイス。今もですね、こうやってね、距離取って当たらなかったで、鉄カプラっていうのはこういう風にこう岩をこう下から地面から掘り上げて、顎のところに置いて、あの時はこう硬くなってるので攻撃はなかなか通らない。
What you can see here is the Tetsukabra uses those giant tusks or lower fangs to actually scoop out a piece of the earth there, a giant boulder, and he uses for defense and attack.
で尻尾も白い時と白くない時があると思うんですけど、
You'll notice here that the tail occasionally turns white.
白い時は攻撃が通りやすいので、今茶色い時はちょっと弾かれやすくなったり硬くなってるので。
When it is white, that indicates that your attacks are likely to do damage. When it's the darker color, it's very likely that your hit is going to just get knocked back because it's in a harder state.
じゃあ行きましょう行きましょう。
Okay, we're going to follow here.
はい。おお。でもう片一方ユリは総中高なんで、ユリもこの総中高の特徴は段差とか使わずでもジャンプできる行動を持っているので乗りやすいですよね。
You can see Yuri here in the background occasionally doing a jump attack. One cool thing that the insect glaive offers is the ability to do a jump attack at will. You don't actually necessarily need to find an elevated area in the background.
今日は電波の調子がいいね。おお、ナイス。
Got knocked out to the
頑張って、あとは
other
頑張って。
area.
Nice.
でまだやってないけど、鉄かぶらってああいう岩をポンと掘り起こして、そうじゃなくて、ポンと壁みたいにしてやることが
See, he does other things here with these rocks. So sometimes he'll actually hold it in his tusks. Sometimes he'll just scoop up a rock and kind of set it there as a shield to block you from getting into attack.
でもちろんね、こう先行玉とかもこいつは効くので、当てていきましょう。ナイスユリ。尻尾ね。あ、尻尾ですね。
Tail.
ダウン、ナイスダウン。
What was the question? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So Brett helping us out off camera, pointing out a question here from the chat. Does the elevation, the higher up, increase the damage that you deal with the monster? So if you're falling from really high cliff and attack it, does it deal more damage than a short?
Let's find that. ただジャンプ攻撃の質問なんですけど、ユーザーからの質問、高いところ、高ければ高いほどの、からジャンプして攻撃するとやっぱりダメージが上がるんですか、それともジャンプ攻撃に決まったダメージが出ますでしょうか。
決まったダメージですね。はい。
So actually, elevation does not affect the amount of damage you deal. A jump attack is a jump attack is a jump attack as far as damage is concerned.
どちらかというと高さはその距離を合わせるためにやってもらった方がいいですね。近ければ当然ジャンプ攻撃の手前にしか行かないし、ジャンプは手前しか行かないし、高かったら当然遠くまで飛んでいけるので。
That doesn't mean that the different elevations are used exactly the same way in the game. The shorter, barely there kind of raised platforms will get you a very short distance to jump. If you're jumping from higher up, you can get a little more forward momentum to the attack. So they're used differently strategically, but there is no actual damage differential.
じゃあ倒せますか。はい、倒すとこまでいっちゃいましょうよ、これベースからね。
Try and finish this guy off.
ここステージもちょっと洞窟みたいになってて、3U にはなかった新しいフィールドですよね。
You'll notice the environment we're fighting in here. This is a cave. This is a new field that was not available in 3U.
今モンスターの口からこうがよだれ出てると思うんですけど、これはモンスターのスタミナが切れてるので、こういうねちょっと休んだりする行動が多くなったんですね。
So I don't know if you notice here, you can see the Tetsukabra is actually drooling a little bit. That's indicating that he's getting kind of fatigued. He'll occasionally now rest for a few moments. It gives him a chance to do some more damage.
頑張って頑張って。もうずっとねスタミナが切れてるんでね。であと総中根はガードができないのでちょっとそういうところは注意ですね。
One thing to notice here, once again, Yuri's using the insect blade. You're actually unable to block attacks out of it, so you have to change up your strategy and be very cautious.
で総中根今はちょっと何ですか飛ばせる虫の形がちょっとカブトムシっぽい感じなんですけど、これその他にも蝶みたいなやつとかやってますね。
As you can see, the insect glaive here that Yuri is using appears almost like some kind of beetle, like a stag beetle, but there's other types as well in the game, different kind of insects you can use as part of this weapon.
危ない。おーナイス。ゴーゴー。惜しい。いいね。おうおうおう。頑張って頑張って。
Oh. Oh, some fierce charge attacks there from the Tsukabra.
スカバラもね、やられたくないから最後の頑張りを見せながら移動しましたね、これ。
Tetsukabra there, eager to not get killed, just ran off here. So we're going to hunt him down.
ああいう地面に潜るやつとか移動した時でさ、バンバンバンって砂ぼこりみたいなのがあるので、それでどっち行ったかとかっていうのが分かったりする。
And you'll notice here the Tetsukabra, he digs underground to escape, so you can actually see kind of an after effect and some dust that he kicks up that gives you a hint as to the direction that you don't need to check the map necessarily.
で、今までのモンスターハンターってこういう風に平面だけで、こっち行ったりあっち、奥に行こうとか手前に行こうとか右に行こうとか左に行こうとかってあったと思うんですけど、今回はこのようにじゃあ上でやろうかとか下でやろうかっていうちょっと高低差のラインが入ってきますので。
Once again, just to emphasize that the elevation changes are the big innovations in this title. Until now, most Monster Hunters have been rather lateral in their stage design. It's all about moving forward, going back, left or right. There aren't very many other options. Now you can add a whole other dimension to that with the Y-axis. You can now concern yourself with high elevation or low elevation as well. Those are some new strategies.
Oh,
Okay,
ユ
I'm
リが
on
乗った
again.
ね。
Okay, so now you're
これほんでね、ユリが今乗ってるでしょ。この状態の時にあまり他の人が攻撃するとモンスターがダウンの方で行っちゃうので、こういう時はちょっと待っといた方がいいですね、逆に。
So here's another strategic bit here. You see while Yuri is actually riding the monster there, your instinct might be to keep attacking if you're playing with him, but if you do that, the monster can get knocked down, Yuri would get knocked off. He's going to do a lot more damage on top of him, so it is to your advantage. Just kind of back off and wait for a little bit.
ああいう風にね、ちょっとその間に乗ってる間に武器を研いだりとか回復相手をしてあげたりとか自分を回復したりとかっていうのがいいですね。
It usually gives you a good chance to heal or heal your partners while someone is actively riding the monster.
よし、また移動しましたね。
There he goes again.
間に合う？大丈夫？
Let's see if we can do it in time before the time limit.
We have 25 seconds.
25 seconds. 25秒。
これ今回デモ用に体験用に作ってるやつなんで、寝てます。
Sleep.
本当は4人用での調整してるので、こういう上手い人らだったら2人でもいけますから。
Today's demonstration is 2 people playing. Obviously, it's Monster Hunter, so there can be 4 with 4 people. This goes a lot quicker.
We were also goofing off in the beginning with destroy the weapons.
イベント用のバージョンなので、時間も15分にしてるので。
You'll notice here there's a time up. That's because there's a special demo created for events like this, so there's a time limit built in.
はい。じゃあというわけでもう一つゴアマガラも行ってみたいと思うの
Okay,
で、
so now let's check out the Gormagala.
Yeah.
ゴアマガラはね手強い。
And this guy's tough, make no mistake.
はい。では武器は双剣 いけます？苦手。何いけましょう。
Yusa に聞いてみますか？
何がいいです？
What do you guys think? What weapon should he pick? Hammer とかbow とか
Everybody's gonna vote for something different. I know this community.
I do see 2 hammers. I see 2 bow guns. I see a couple of great
ハンマーですか？
swords.
ハンマーなら僕です。僕です。はい。ハンマーなら僕がやります。
Tsujimoto's a big hammer fan. Now that he sees hammer on the screen, he's going to go for it, and he's actually going to take the helm here.
Which one should I use? So I'm not as
Got a couple of long
popular,
swords,
famous.
Charge blade.
Charge
a lot
blade?
of charge blade.
Charge blade?
blades.
I'll go with charge blade.
Okay.
Okay.
はい。じゃあ、はい。
All right.
うん。
ハンマーもね、ハンマーもガードがないので、ここは変わらずですね。
So the hammer is another weapon. You cannot block while you're using it. That hasn't changed. Just getting ready for battle here.
Hammer ハンマーもあれですよね。今回は段差周りが、はい、非常
Of course,
に
the hammer,
アク
like
ショ
all
ン
the
が
other
増えてて、
weapons, there's some new actions added to it based upon
当然
elevation
ジャン
shifts.
プ攻撃。そうですね。ため攻撃。
So here's
はい。
the charge attack.
こういうため攻撃から段差に向かうと、こういう
So
ふう
with
に
the,
攻
here
撃
you
し
can do
て
that charge
ここから
attack
使う
off of the ledge there. Wow, that is cool.
ハンマーの特徴はため移動をしながらもジャンプ攻撃が出す。
So that's one of the cool things about the hammer in this version. While you're charging up for a charge hit, you can also run around and actually jump off of pieces of the environment and link all that together.
で、ジャンプ攻撃のもう一つ大きな特徴は、実はこう弾かれないっていうのが意外と良くてですね。
So another great thing about the jump attacks is they will always connect. They won't bounce back from opponents.
なので、まあ頭を狙ったりとか、ちょっと硬いところを狙う時でも思い切ってジャンプ攻撃当てていってもらいたいですね。
It's a good chance for you to attack areas of a monster's body that would normally likely result in getting a bounce back. The head and heavily armored areas like that. That's your chance to use a jump attack effectively.
あ、見せます。
We're just going to take a bit of a kind of a brief tour of this area here because it is really cool looking.
Meanwhile, I'm getting beat up by the Gormagala. So
this area, for instance, has actually two distinct levels, an upper and lower. He woke him up. Time to run. Gonna climb up here, and there's like a, kind of a monster nest atop here. As you can see, the climbing has been altered. You can now go side to side, you can go down, you have a lot more freedom of movement, you can attack while you're climbing. Use items, do a lot of stuff on the wall that you could not do before. Okay, this is kind of like a monster's nest up here on the mountain. Oh yeah, there's eggs. So now he's gonna steal the egg and run off. Poor wyvern mama. So even though the fans made it clear they wanted to see some hammer action, we're just going to kind of trudge around with an egg here.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Yeah, so you can actually climb down holding an item like that as well. There we go. Okay, now we're going for the Gormagala for real this time.
Okay, good. I need some help.
Yeah, because poor Yuri's doing it on his own. Yuri ga ganbatte hitori de tatagatte iru tokoro. There we go.
今回の、これが、いわゆるこのメインモンスターですね、ゴアマガラです。非常になんていうかな、こうまがまがしいというか。
Star of the show, one of the main monsters here, the Gormagala at long last.
で、ちょっとこう黒いオーラみたいなものをまき散らしてると思うんですけど。
You'll notice here this kind of this dark aura that he's kind of spitting out here, this smoky kind of effect.
で、ここにプレイヤーが入ってしまうと今ちょっとウイルスに侵されている状態になります。
If a player is touched by that aura, they're actually kind of infected by this virus.
で、プレイヤーはこの状態になるととにかくモンスターを攻撃してこのウイルスを克服しないといけない。
When you're infected like that, the only way to get uninfected is to deal continuous damage and keep attacking the monster.
で、うまく克服することができればプレイヤーは、強くなれるし、それがうまく克服できなかったらちょっとダメージをたくさん受ける状態になってしまう。
And if you are able to kind of overcome that virus, you actually become more powerful as a result. If you are not able to, then you take a lot more damage than you will nearly win.
なのでとにかくこうウイルスに侵されてしまったときは、今辻本は克服してパワーアップしてますね。
And you'll notice here, although I guess he got reinfected, but Mr. Tsujimoto did actually manage to uninfect himself and underwent a kind of a power-up state.
なのでこういった特殊な状態もちょっとこう克服することでチャンスに変えることができる。
So this virus state can actually get you out of a pinch. At times it can be the table turner in a battle if you're able to utilize the power-up effect.
ナイス。ね辻本さん意外とハンマーうまいです。そしてどっちかな。はい。ナイスナイスナイス。でゴアマガラのもう一つの特徴がありまして、この今体の色がちょっと紫色に光ってきてると思うんですけど、今パープル。
Another cool thing about the Gormagala, you notice he was kind of lighting up purple for a bit.
こいつがそのどんどんこうなんていうのまき散らしてるオーラでどんどんプレイヤーがこうまき散らしてるオーラでどんどんパワーアップしていくんですね。でそれがピークになるとこういったすごい強い状態になってしまう。
So this represents the Gormagala getting gradually more and more powerful through the use of that kind of dark aura. He's now kind of entered a different state. You can see he's got his horns out.
今までこう翼だった、ものがこう手のように腕のようになって、非常にパワフルな攻撃をしてくるようになります。
What had previously appeared to be wings folded up on his back have now become extra appendages. He's just physically larger and more
で
badass.
こう頭にこうちょっと角みたいなものが、
He also
生え
noticed
てる
these
と思います。
cool horns that unfolded on the top of his head.
やばいよ、やばいよ。
That's embarrassing.
でこの強くなった状態を解除するには頭を攻撃して、解除しに行かないといけないので、とにかく頭を狙って。
And the way to get the Gormagala out of this kind of enraged state is repeated attacks to the head. That can get him back to normal.
でもさまたいらんことし始め釣りもできます
You
け
can
ど
also fish.
ゴーマガラ行きましょうよ。
Help!
Poor
ユリ
Yuri.
がもうヘルプ言うてますよ。もう
That was
ジ
time
モ
well
さんい
spent.
つもやられてしまうとこういうね遊びの方に行動を
Apparently
始
this
める。
happens a lot when Mr. Tsujimoto loses. He kind of goofs off and makes the other guy wait. What a great view. Look at this, everybody.
ユリせっかく乗ってるのに
Meanwhile, Yuri is it's okay. So while he's roasting that meat there, Yuri's actually he's managed to get on top of the Gormagala, doing some good damage all by himself while we're having a barbecue over here in the
ユ
field.
リすごい頑張ってるよ。
Yeah, Yuri's trying really hard over there. Hopefully, won't have to wait long.
こんなの出るよね。
Yeah, just picking up some herbs. Just playing with the local Eagle population. Okay, for real now. I'm gonna go help Yuri.
一人で頑張ってるよ。
このね、ハンマーはね、テレビに角とか取るときもいいんですけど。ちょっと行きましょうか。
Okay, now we're going for real.
Oh,
No more-
okay.
No more goofing off here.
We
with
got
the,
the-
with the deer.
あ、ユリ解除したよ。
Yuri has managed to get the Gormagala back, I believe, in its standard state, just in time for his partner's return.
Oh, he left the area.
あ、移動した。
There we
移
go.
動した。
Okay, well, at least the gang's back together now.
あと
5 minutes.
ユリがちゃんと解除してくれてるから。ほら。
So once again, Yuri did manage to get the Gormagala back to its standard state. Should make it a little easier to deal with. So one really cool thing you can do, you can have a barbecue right in front of the Gormagala while your partner fights him. This is a great feature in the game here. Oh, yeah, he accidentally burned it. Got a little distracted by the great view, I guess.
Ryozo ですよ。
Don't just rely on Yuri. Come on, man, you gotta participate too. Mr. Fujioka. So Mr. Tsujimoto is insisting that he's actually not bad at the game. He's just having a little fun here and he's ready to spell Yuri.
お、スタミナ切れてますね。こういう時チャンス。
Great time for a jump attack. But,
激しく動くモンスターでも必ずこういうスタミナが切れてちょっと落ち着く時があるので、こういう時は非常にチャンス。
even monsters that are particularly active
Sorry.
and move around a lot, they will run out of stamina. They will occasionally need to stop and rest, as we just saw the Magala doing before fleeing.
逃げた？移動しましたね。
Follow him, chase him down.
ユリ前走ってるよ。
He was foiled by the lack of a pick. He was unable to goof off like he wanted.
Okay.
Oh, he's eating, huh? Let's all eat together.
スタミナが切れたモンスターはこうやって食事をとってスタミナを回復しようとします。
So you'll notice this when the monsters do begin to lose stamina and they get fatigued, they will go off somewhere to try and eat.
これでスタミナ元に戻ってるんでまた激しく暴れましょう。
That of course leads to them regaining their stamina and going back into the fray.
これ今辻本は克服できなかったのでちょっと危ないですね。
Which was unable to shake that virus there. So he's in a bad state at the moment.
こうやって仲間を回復させるアイテムもあるので、まあ、仲間がピンチになった時とかこういうちょっと、回復アイテムを使っていけば。
And there are items, of course, that can heal your teammates. So if you see one of them in a bad way, you can help them out.
さあ解除したい。山本さん解除したい。これ危ない。
You really don't want to be in that fire state at this moment. It's the perfect time to eat some bird meat.
ほら。ユリが危ない。ユリが危ない。ユリが危ない。ユリが危ない。
Yuri's not doing so well there.
ナイス。
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow.
ああ。さあ解除したい。あ、ユリが危ない。ユリが危ない。ユリが危ない。
So this little blue rocks there, they give you some pretty good items. So they'll just leave the fight to Yuri when he goes over and looks at it. There's no way they can actually beat this guy in the time limit. At least we got to see some other fun stuff.
藤本さんいいとこ見せてください。ハンマー。
Show us something cool, Mr. Tsujimoto. That's the request here from the director. Trapped in there.
Okay, let's do this.
OK。
Oh, nice.
Nice.
そうですね。でやっぱり激しく動くモンスターに対してはこういう罠とか非常に有効なので、まあこう怒った時とかに使うのが一番有効的かなと思います。
So these kind of monsters that tend to be very active and move around a lot, traps are definitely a good thing to use, especially when they're in this kind of enraged state.
いいプレーでした。
That was good. Oh, sorry.
まあ、このようにゴアマカラとハンマー見せましたけどね、今回全部14種類の武器ありますんで、皆さんお好きなものを使ってもらったと思います、
So we just showed you the hammer there and how that works against the Gormagala. There are, of course, 14 weapon types, so you want to experiment and find out which one suits you and use that.
で、まあこれ今回もこういうイベントで用のバージョンなので、ちゃんと製品版になったらクエスト時間ももっと長いですし、武器防具っていうのも自分でいろいろ揃えて持っていけば必ずクリアできますんで。
Yeah, so this is, of course, a demo prepared for these kind of events. When you play the actual game, you're going to be able to outfit yourself as you see fit for these big fights. The time limit obviously won't be as extreme because we're not trying to get people moving through a line when we're playing at home.
Yeah, so we have about another 10 minutes. So if you wanted to show a little bit of just the weapon gameplay of another older weapon, you want to talk about
少し
that?
だけ時間待ってるので、例えば既存の武器のどれかどう変わったのかちょっと見せたりしますか Do you have a preference?
No, we should just go against Great Jaggy, it's fine.
Okay, グレートジャギーのところで Okay, we'll go with the Great Sword. We saw a lot of people asking for that earlier.
体験は多いと思いますね。行きましょう。 弓も多いんだね。
You type this, ne? Yeah, we see a lot of requests for the bow in this chat.
こういうのはいいか。ちょっと広いとこ行きます。やっぱこう基本的にはジャンプ攻撃こう大きく狙っていきたいのが、まあ一番こうスタンダードな武器としては狙っていきたいところですね。
It's one of the most basic things you're going to want to do with this weapon, or most of the weapons, of course, is these jump attacks. Are going to be particularly useful and powerful with the great sword.
そうですね。で、先ほどからよく説明したのはこうやっぱ武器をしまった状態で走り込むとこうジャンプするっていうのが、まあさっきからこう説明していると思います。
I think we explained this earlier too, but the way you kind of jump off these things, you with your weapon stowed or sheathed, you run to the edge of an elevation difference like that, and you will of course jump automatically.
で基本的にはジャンプ武器を構えている時ってのはこうジャンプしないんですけど、回避行動ってありますね、こういう。
So you don't actually jump when you walk off the edge of something holding a weapon, but you can of course dodge in this game, as we just saw Mr. Fujioka do.
その前転をこう段差に行うことでジャンプすることができるので。
Even while you have your weapon ready, if you face the edge of a cliff face or the edge of a cliff or elevation difference, with your weapon held, do the dodge move forward, and you'll execute a jump there and can do a jump attack that way as well, so you don't have to put your weapon away.
なのでまあ武器構えた状態からでもこうジャンプ攻撃を狙ってもらうこともできます。
There you go. That's how you do a jump attack with your weapon at the ready.
で体験にはここからジャンプ攻撃からのこう大技ですね。これ非常に強い技です。これをやっぱり当てていきたいですね。今回追加している技なので。
It's a great move when you actually get it to connect. It feels good. It looks good. Definitely want to try and take advantage of that when possible.
感じかな。はい、そうですね。
はい、じゃあまあドスジャギーなのでそんなにね、時間はかからないと。
The Great Jaggy should not be a huge challenge for me to see.
ドスジャギーってまあ難易度はあんまり高くないくて、まあ初心者向けは初心者向けなんですけど、体は大きくないので、しっかり攻撃を狙って当てていかないと。なかなかちょっと倒せないところ、そこは気をつけてほしいところです。
Now, although the Great Jaggy is not as big a threat as some of the other monsters in the game, and is kind of aimed a little at beginners, got to keep in mind because his body is not all that huge. You have to be really careful to make sure you're aiming properly and actually connecting. You can't just swing wildly because he's not all that big. This is where the target camera comes in handy as well. You're going to want to turn that on. Keep an eye on where the monster's going and plan accordingly.
でね、3U からターゲットカメラっていうのが入って、まあ、ボタンをポンと押したときにモンスターの方にこうカメラが向いてくれるっていう機能なんですけど、これも当然モンスターハンター 4U でも入っててかなり便利な機能なので、これを駆使してモンスターを捉えていくっていうのが重要です。
Target camera, of course, is also implemented in 3U. It's a big part of the game now. Just going to tap the button and you center the camera on the location of the main monster that you're after. It's very handy to keep the tabs on.
でモンスターハンターの、基礎となるのはやっぱり攻撃してる時と避ける時っていうのを自分でちゃんと判断するっていうところがこの、アクションゲームの特徴といいますか、アクションゲームとして考えながらプレイしていただくという部分になっているので、こういうふうに、攻撃できるときはする、やばいときは途中でもやめると。
This is of course the bread and butter of the Monster Hunter series. It's always no one to show them, no one to hold them, as they say. Know when to attack, know when to dodge, know your enemy, keep an eye on what they're doing, manage your risks appropriately.
今ねユリがちょっとやってたと思うんですけど、一発弓を撃ってその後もう一回引いてギュンって撃ったやつが、あれが今回新しく弓で入ってる豪射っていうすごいパワフルな技なんですね。
You see Yuri there utilizing a really cool move for the bow there, where you can shoot off 2 arrows in rapid succession.
どんどん行きましょう、どんどん。おい、ナイスユリ。乗りたいですね。
notice the attack options you now have coming out of a defensive role as well. So it's a lot easier now to connect both the act of dodging and coming back with an aggressive attack right at the end of that.
チャージため攻撃も出しましょうか。はい。で、まあ今まであったためっていうのが当然ありますんで、ため。よいしょ、ナイス。あ、スタミナが切れましたね。で、罠張ってでもいいですね。
Great Jackie's out of stamina there. He's kind of fatigued. Just be a great time to use a trap if they can.
No trap.
そうですね。
I got the sleep coating. That's.
毒ってますね。あれ多分ユリが多分毒瓶を使ったんだと思うね。
Yes, you used poison.
Yeah, the poison files on the poison coating.
号車今使ってるやつね。ナイス。
Nice double arrow attack there.
お、移動するかな。移動しますね。
He's changing areas again. They're going to chase him down.
頑張って頑張って。ナイス。おい、乗った。で、多分これ乗って乗りに勝って、で、ため攻撃で大ダメージっていうところを狙いたいと。
Finish riding the monster and stab the crap out of him on his back, get him down, then follow up with a nice charge attack. That's always a
ジャギーが
good way to do things.
OK。あれもため攻撃はエフェクトがわーってなっていく、あれが一番最大の時に出すと一番攻撃力が高いので。
And you see, the various levels of charging and the different effect associated with it. Obviously, it's to your advantage to attack when it is the most charged, when it is the biggest graphical effect.
ナイス。またスタミナ切れてるね。クリアできますか？いきますか？1個ぐらいは。ゴーゴー。危ない。惜しい。ナイス。ナイス。弓が当たった。おお、危ない。よいしょ。よいしょ。ゴーゴーゴーゴー。あれですね、こういったようにちょっとロスジャギーってこう結構ね他のちっちゃいジャギーとかと群れをなしていることが多いので、こう周りのやつらにね結構邪魔されることがあるんですよね。
So you notice here when you fight the great dragon, a lot of his friends will kind of join in. It'd be kind of difficult when they're surrounded by them.
で、今体験でこうやってパチってこう横の体験のね横のところでパチッと当ててる攻撃なんですか。あれ結構相手のスタミナを奪える攻撃なので。
And then this attack here that Tsujimoto was doing with the great sword, kind of a sideways swipe. That's great for draining the sapping the stamina of your opponents.
でこういう風にいろいろそのね同じ武器でも攻撃ってナイスユリ使い分けてユリが乗ってる。
So even within the same weapon type, there's of course variants in what you can do with specific goals in mind. If you want to concentrate on once again sapping their stamina, or just going for high damage attacks. It's all up to you.
OK。チャンス。ナイス。OK。いいね。 ナイス。今のが武器を出しながらジャンプしましたね。
Yes, you see just now, he had demonstrated for us earlier. With his weapon at the ready, he executed a
クリアできるかな。
defensive roll off the side of the cliff and into the
終わったかな、そろそろ。
attack.
終わったかな、まだですね。
お
頑張って。頑張って。これ4人用で調整してるやつなので、ちょっとね、2人だと実はちょっと辛い。
This particular demo is tuned for a 4-player experience, so just the two of them, even though they're both quite good, it's a bit of a challenge getting him down in the time being.
あ、当たるか。ナイス。
ナイスナイス。
ユリはすごく近くで撃ちますね。
Here he's getting right up in his face and shooting him point blank.
Can be quite dangerous.
オッケー。スタミナ切れた。一気にゴー。
No stamina state.
あ
Just damage.
Alright.
あ。こんなとこ？時間がね。
Are we out of time or?
Almost got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. This time you're not going to see the time out on the screen, but we are out of time. We got to prep for the next stream. I'll say the goodbyes right now while you see gameplay. It's pretty good. It's okay. So thank you all for watching. Again, thank you, Mr. Tsujimoto and Mr. Fujioka for coming on the stream, and thanks David for helping, and Brett also off screen. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in a little bit with Ace Attorney, I believe. Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.